Hello, in this video I wanted to share my thoughts on avoidance versus acceptance in stuttering. Now, I have stuttered for a greater part of my life. It started in my childhood, and since then it has bothered me, and I have gone through the challenges of stuttering throughout my life. But now I think I have come to a point where I have a good handle on my stuttering, and this has happened over an extended period of time. In the past, how it used to be that I was fluent for some period of time, and then I was disfluent for long period of time, and then I was fluent again. So ups and downs, but from past few years I have had a good understanding of my stuttering, and I have a good control on my stuttering. And I wanted to share a few things which I have learned as part of my journey of life. And today I want to share my thoughts on avoidance and acceptance in stuttering. So, what is avoidance? Avoidance is avoiding certain words or the words starting with certain syllables, or avoiding the people who cause more stuttering in you, avoiding situation which causes more stuttering in you. For me, at least when I was in my childhood, the letters that were difficult for me were starting with letter T and letter P, especially. And one of the funny incidents I am remembering, I was studying in a when I was studying in a boarding school growing up. We used to have this concept of roll call where you will stand in a queue and you have to and then they will count the number of people who are present in that location. So you stand in a queue. So the first person will say 1, second person would say 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. And my problem at that time was letter T. So 10 was very challenging for me. And sometimes, as part of avoidance, what I would do is that I would stand on number 9 or number 8. And when I was standing on number 9, and just before the counting starts, there would be another person who would come, there would be another boy who would come in between, and I would turn up to be 10 from 9. And that was a nightmare situation. Thinking about it now, it sounds funny, but that time it was very, very terrible. Anyways, so this is one example of avoidance. And then there are many such examples. You avoid certain jobs because it has got more speaking to do. You avoid going to certain social circles which has got speaking to do, and you avoid that. You avoid opportunities that are coming your way because it has got speaking involved. So the cost of it is that you miss on opportunities, you miss on making new friends, you miss on doing the things which you can do. You know that you are capable of doing those things, and in spite of knowing that, you are not able to do it, and that really bothers you from deep inside, and it sorts of shakes your confidence, and also it kind of eats you from inside, if I can say that. So the cost of avoidance is a lot. In my own life, I gave one example, and there are many such examples which I can talk for hours. Now, what I have learned is that you can avoid certain things, you can avoid certain situations sometime, but you cannot avoid all of them. And the more you avoid, the more the monster of stuttering grows inside you. And we are sort of letting that monster grow. We cannot hide We cannot hide for a long time. We cannot hide all the time. And if we keep on avoiding things, people, situations, letters, words, opportunities, it is going to grow and become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, what is the remedy? I think remedy is acceptance. I know that it is easier said than done, but at least in my experience, going and doing things which scares you makes you stronger. Going and talking to people that scares you makes you stronger. Going and doing the jobs that are making you scared, that are scaring you, makes you stronger. And we got to face our fears, and stuttering is one of the biggest fears in a stutterer's life. At least it was in my life. So I think that many times in my life I have gone through the ups and downs of acceptance and avoidance, and giving up on trying to get better at speaking. But over all these years, finally I think that I have come to realize that there is no way out, and there is no one coming to save you. You got to own your stuttering. And one way to own your stuttering is to accept your stuttering. How can you do that? You do that by doing things which are less scary as far as speaking situations go, and doing them multiple times, and doing them again and again. And if you do well, remember that. Write it down that you did well. If you did not do well, remember that it is okay. And that is where the acceptance comes in. You accept yourself as you are, and you can also improve yourself at the same time. So acceptance and improvement can go hand in hand. So when you are doing good in the speaking situations, reward yourself. Write it down. If you like to reward yourself by going out and eating by yourself or with your family, do that. And journal, as I mentioned, and come back to that journal and add more entries like that, and then read them over from time to time to make you remember that you were able to do this well, you were able to do that well as far as the speaking goes. And that will give you confidence. And once you are able to stack the small wins in speaking, and if you keep on stacking them more and more and more and more and more, then there is something inside your mind that shifts. And when you start to feel the shift in your mind, that gives you more energy and more confidence to do those things more and more, and do more challenging things. So over the year, I have come to realize that there is no way out. There is no one coming to save you. You got to be your own savior, and you got to take the first step. You got to take the challenges head on. And if you keep on doing that, I think that is a good journey to be in, because it is not only the end goal that we want to reach, but also as part of the process, you start becoming somebody else. You start becoming stronger person, you start becoming better person, you start becoming confident person. So I would challenge you to take on this journey and go for it. Go for the acceptance and go for taking on risks in your life. Let me know if you would like to share what's your challenge and how you are, and what are you planning to do about it, even if it is small. I hope that this was helpful to anybody. Even if it was helpful to one person, I would consider it to be success. Thank you.